Alright, we got a mystery box right here. Ooh! Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Free Game Collection, where I like to go out into the wild and try to find as many games as I can for free or using money that I've gotten from selling the things that I got for free in order to create the largest free game collection ever. I don't know what the record is, but don't hold me to it. I think we're going to go for it. So today is all about one specific day and one specific find that we were able to grab off a Facebook Marketplace, and it was definitely one of the coolest things that I've ever been able to find for free, especially, and now getting to add it to a collection is super cool. So I'm sure you guys have read the title, so you already know what it's going to be, so let's head into the video. Good morning, everybody. It is very early in the morning. It's probably about 7 a.m. and we're out here getting the weirdest thing that I think we can ever get for this video game collection. I threw out another Facebook blast on a bunch of local groups to figure out if anybody was getting rid of some video game stuff, and it turns out somebody was getting rid of some old video game stuff. And she said she doesn't even know if it works. But that's where we come in. We're going to test it out. Well, first you got to pick it up, and then we're going to test it out, plug it in, see what's going on with it. I'm like 3 minutes away, and I'm a little giddy because I've never seen one of these in person before.
3 days later.
Okay, so it's actually the next day, and I opened the box. Haven't gotten it inside the house yet, but other than what is in like the messages from the owner, I really don't know much of what was in the box. I do know there's an Atari 2600 in there, but there's some real old stuff that we're going to dive into. Okay, this box is like super heavy, and it's also big, so I have to shoot this in 0.5. But if you like take a look in now that it's like not outside in a 95-degree car, I got a lot of stuff to pick through here. And thank the Lord that Google reverse image searching is like a thing, because I'm gonna have to use that to figure out what some of the stuff is. Like the appliance and light controller from Radio Shack. No idea what this is even. Like, it kind of looks like a video game type thing, but I have seriously no idea. It's time to get some Googling. Start sifting through even more. Oh my goodness, look at all these cables. Well, there's a controller for the Atari, so I do know what that is. Once we get through all of this trash like stuff. Yep, that's probably trash right here. Oh good, here's a game. This is one of my dad's favorites, Air Sea Battle. Absolute banger of a game. The hard thing is that I have no idea how much Atari games are even worth right now. I've had a few in the store over the last couple years, but it just seems like they just sit there and do nothing. So I don't even know if there are actual value to 2600 stuff anymore. Although there's personal sentimental value to me, as this is like technically my first system, since this is what my dad had. I don't know what we can add value-wise to the collection. So here is one of the things that I did recognize from just the name, but I've never seen one or held one in person before, but an old-fashioned Commodore, as long as it also has Demon Attack inside of it, but I've never seen one of these before. Excited to see if this actually still works. The Facebook listing said that there was a Commodore and an Atari, and I was like pretty excited because I've never seen one in person. I figured I'd try it out. There is so much here that I gotta figure out. Like, I feel like I got something for free, and now I get to do a bunch of research. Alright, we're getting closer to the bottom here, and here is it's honestly probably a very rough looking Atari 2600. It's got a bunch of leaves, dirt, just general garbage on here. Gonna have to clean it off. The goal is to see if this guy actually powers up, because I do have a much prettier looking Atari 2600 still at my parents' house, and if we can get the power to work in this guy, we can actually just switch it over and power up the good one. which will make my dad very happy, as well as myself. All right, we got a mystery box right here. Ooh! All right, so we've got Clue, Murder at Bobby Mansion from Hasbro Interactive. Shout out to the Windows 95 games that are still in here. Pearl Harbor and Hawaiian Explorer. Yep, this is exactly what I thought it would be. Oil change. How to do your oil change. Ah, perfect. I'll just throw that over there. Anything else? Just a bunch of books. Oh well. Alright, we got a bunch of games that I'm now being able to get to down here. So we got Missile Command, another classic if you have an Atari. Skiing, if you like, you know, sports games that are in, you know. Hey, come back. Hey, I wasn't done. I wasn't done showing you games. We have 12 telegames, including Breakaway and Breakthrough. Space Invaders, an absolute classic of a game. One that's, you know, been made over so many times. Another classic, Asteroids. It feels like these guys got all the bangers. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure they're all common. Okay, this one's called the Dallas Quest, and it's actually like a classic floppy disk style. I have no idea how we're gonna figure out to get this thing to work. Okay, so I know you guys saw that Dallas Quest, $50. Yeah, that's crazy. The comps are so weird on this, dude. I didn't include in the final total or anything like that. I'm just still trying to figure out how to actually get it to play, let alone if it's gonna be actually like worth $50 or not. So don't worry about that number. I just left it in because I thought it was cool, but I want to let you know, disregard it for total calculations. I can't figure out what this is, but to be honest, I'm kind of... You hear that rattle? That's going in the trash. And then we got this giant printer, which I am going to throw away. We also have Color Baseball from Tandy. The label's pretty much in rough shape, but the game still works, so we'll put it over here in the game pile. These are actually games. So this one's called Concentrape. I hope these are games. However, these are some of the games that we did grab with it. There's Peanut Butter Panic, as you can see right here. That one just sounds fun. There's Huyan over down here in the corner. And the final game that we got is called Time Bound. It actually came with the book, which seems pretty rare that this is about a 50-year-old game that still has the book with it. Again, don't know how much these are actually going to do on the open market as far as games, or how much I can actually add in value to the collection. But this is pretty freaking cool. I will say that. It's nice seeing some of this older stuff come in. You see enough PS3 to make you go insane. So finding some Commodore 64 and some Atari, just to mix it up a bit, has been pretty fun, I'll admit. So after sorting through everything that we got in that box, this is like the most salvageable stuff as far as hardware. We're gonna obviously test out the Atari, figure out how to work this Commodore, and then obviously all the different parts that come with it. And then over here, very unneatly, are all the games that are getting added somewhere to the collection, potentially. As long as we can figure out how to get these guys to work, we'll figure out how to get these in the collection and stored somewhere safe. Now, after an entire wad full of disinfectant wipes, we now have some much cleaner video game consoles to test out. But before we go, here are all the games we're going to be keeping in the collection. I'm going to try to figure out some prices on this, and by the end of the video, I should have some numbers for you as to what everything here is worth.
3 days later.
So, you guys remember this place? I haven't lived here in quite some time, but I have solved the solution. I found a solution. I haven't solved the solution. I found a solution to storing all of the games. So we're officially moved out of the house. Nothing left in the basement. Completely empty. They're cut to a video of me sitting in my empty house, just sad on the floor. But we were able to figure it out. Thankfully, shout out to the parents. And shout out to the old shelf that is still here. It's open, it's ready, and we're going to be able to store all of the games that we find throughout this series right there on that shelf. And if it doesn't fit on the shelf anymore, it's got to go. So that's going to be a new thing that we're going to add to this series. Shout out to my wife for boxing up everything. We got rid of the Amazon bag, the gift bag. It's gone. It's in the trash somewhere. But if you look in here, we now have everything that we have collected so far. And let's get everything in that box onto those shelves. Watch this. All right, so this is everything we officially have. I'm not gonna get it super organized just yet, but I do have it split up by system. So essentially here's all of the Wii stuff. Also shout out to my lighting crew behind me for making it work. The Sega Game Gear is all in here. I have the lower budget games behind there. And then our Xbox collection, our 360 and PS3 stuff, and then the good old PS1, we ended up keeping it with the cords. Our PSP games as well. You see Russell down there? Russell's back, so that's good. PS1 and a couple other smaller disc games. And then to top it all off, we got the Xbox case in the corner, and bada boom, we got our collection. Warning, the following video is of my family and I playing Atari. It has been included for sentimental purposes, rather than entertainment value. So just skip through it if you don't want to watch me and my dad play Atari for like 2 minutes. Which one was this again?
Heresy Battle.
Heresy Battle. So needless to say,
Yes! Alright, good shot. That was
the Atari is working.
yeah, it's got some flaws, but it's not bad.
So we got the power from the new one, and then the old one.
The power came from my old one. So this is your Atari here.
Correct.
And that's my power supply and my controllers.
Quick, Mama, I distracted him. Get him.
I'm trying.
Trying to distract him. I don't know if it's working. Oh!
Oh, he just misses it.
Does this bring you back to the arcade?
Get him.
Oh, you could have got both.
I'm trying.
Ah, there it is. I'm like, this is intense. It's so sensitive too. Like,
Yeah,
I gotta like, oh,
the thing when you're moving it like that.
oh, where'd I go? Oh, I'm back here.
When you push the button, you disappear.
Okay, now it's you. Ooh, good dodge. Oh. Okay, now it's my turn.
Just keep blasting it.
Yeah.
Okay, be careful, you're gonna come up right there.
Oh! I thought I got it. Before I left the house, I added the 4 Atari games. We're gonna have to get a new label for this one, Space Invaders. But I got those 4 games up, and then I added the Atari down here to the bottom. So of course today I didn't have enough time to get the Commodore running, which is unfortunate, but the next time I'm in town, my dad and I are gonna take a look at it, hopefully in the next video, or a future video at least. We'll be able to show you the progress that we've made on that guy. So, what do you guys think of that, huh? Pretty cool stuff indeed. So just a little update. Coming from about 8 to 9 months later, still have not gotten the Commodore up and running. I'm working on trying to find some free time with my dad to do that, but I will definitely create an extra video when we do get it running, because it's something I'm super excited for, and it's an exciting part of the collection. Either way, guys, we didn't spend any money in this episode, so nothing really changes. But going into next time, I think we're going to be seeing some more bigger purchases coming up, or at least some bigger sales from my end. Either way, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one.